It's a beautiful Wednesday morning. Good morning to our cherished viewers. My name is Emmanuel Frimpong and this is Ghanadistricts TV. So this morning we are at the premises of Honorable Bright Minta, who is the assembly member for the people of Kwabenya, also the presiding member for East Municipal Assembly. We are here to talk more about his role as an assembly member of the assembly and what he has been doing as the elected member of this area. Honorable, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
How are you doing?
I'm fine. Yourself?
I'm also doing well. So let's begin our conversation with your elections. How did it go?
Thank you very much. Let me use the opportunity also to greet your viewers. It's not easy at all for you somebody to become going for your second term, because people expect in your first term to do much. So when you are going for the second election, it wasn't easy at all, because some of the project or some of the initiatives that you wanted to do, you weren't able to do. So they are all marking on your performance. Unlike somebody who's coming new, there's nothing to talk about. But someone will say, yes, you promised this, you started this, you couldn't do it. So getting to about 2 to 3 months, some of the projects personally I have to finance myself, because the assembly is not coming in. So some like the wooden bridges, almost 2 of them I have to finance personally, which I spent almost about 10,000 in doing it personally. So
we'll come to the projects that you undertook within your first term. You are a second term, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so within your first term. But I want to find out, how did you win the elections? By how many votes?
Okay,
What was the margin?
the margin was about 500. Yes, I had 985, and the next person had 400 and almost 500. So the difference is about 500.
Did you see a decline in the votes that you got this time around, or there was a slight increase comparing to the first?
There was an increase, major increase. There was an increase.
So
First time I won by around 180, 200 votes. By the second time, I won almost about 500 difference. Yeah, so it's appreciated.
So now let's take a look at the projects, as you rightly mentioned. What did the people see for them to vote you back into the assembly?
Okay, I realize it's not about the project, it's about the relationship we have with the people. Because they thought that I'm free with them and I move a lot to the communities. Anybody that got an issue, I have to go and listen to, then see how best we can solve it. So my presence with the community, that made me win. It's not about the project. I'm very nice with them. Anytime they call me, anytime they are looking for me, they have opportunity to meet me. I'm the only assembly member in this East Municipal Assembly who have an office, because it is my office. So anytime I have a secretary, I have an administrator, which person I'm paying them. So anytime they are here from Monday to Friday, from 8 o'clock to 5 o'clock. So anybody have an issue, they meet me here, we discuss it, and then we move to the grounds. And so that I can fix, I feel what I can fix, I send to the assembly. So my office here has given me a lot of room to meet my people, my community.
Okay, so you are now the presiding member of the assembly. Is this something that you are advocating for, that your colleagues should also have offices, so that they can meet their people and talk to them about what is bothering them?
Yes, it's very, very good. Because administratively, you are receiving a lot of letters. You are receiving a lot of information. So unless you have an office where you can keep all your documents, you understand? And also you also have to write letters to various places. You need an office. So ask my colleagues if they can't, or if the assembly can at least initiate this kind of offices for all the assembly members. Even if it's a container, at least the office, if everybody want to come in, just have a meeting with you, or can have access to you, so that at least we can have some meeting with them or have some discussion with them. So it's good that assembly members have an office.
Months into your office as the presiding member for East Assembly, what's the success story so far? How has it been?
It's not easy at all. It's not at all. Even though they're giving me another office at the main assembly office as a presiding member. Let me use the opportunity to thank my MC, the municipal chief executive, Honorable Deborah Ampofo. She's very, very good to me. Because as soon as I won the election as a presiding member, we had a series of meetings, and he encouraged me that, no, they have an office for me here, that I can come and then use the office. And there's a laptop, then a secretary for me. So I'm grateful. It's not easy, but at least a lot of issues are coming. And then we are meeting here. Some of them will discuss it officially, some of them unofficially. You only listen to me anytime I knock his door.
So let's share some of the challenges, as you rightly said.
Yes, some of the challenges in the communities in general is about the sanitation. We are having a lot of sanitation problems in our communities. Despite this kind of law, which is the own your frontage, people don't abide by the laws. So they still don't keep proper waste management. So they throw their garbage and other things anyhow. So that's one of the challenges we are facing in the communities.
And as the presiding member, what are some of the pragmatic measures you are putting in place to ensure that this bylaw is enforced?
Okay, thank you very much. We realize that our people that we have engaged, that the waste management companies that we have engaged, some of them are not performing very well. So we are having a meeting with them to see their challenges, the reason they are not performing, because they are the formal sector. I realize that this informal center, this Abuboya, they are doing very well, which I've also discussed with my MC and see how best you can bring them on board. Even though they are informal, but they are performing very well because of the nature of our rules that we are having here. Some of the formal sectors that the companies, they have trucks, and those trucks, they cannot move to those areas. So we are trying to engage the formal and informal sector and see how best we can solve this problem. So these are the initiatives I'm taking on board to make sure that we solve this problem.
Aside sanitation, are there other challenges you've discovered?
Yes. Talking about the roads, our road networks are very, very bad. If you can see the main road, even there are a lot of potholes in the main roads. Not talk about those in the inner roads. All the inner roads are very, very bad. Very, very bad. That's another big challenge about this electoral area or the municipal in general.
And have you found time to discuss that with the MC?
Oh, yes.
What was her?
Yes, we have had a lot of engagements. We have also met the stakeholders, especially the residents associations. We have met some of them. And then we have also taken the statistics of how many roads which are not in good shape, which the road engineer have also tabled it to the ministries. So we are lobbying and see how better can assist us. All bodies about funds, because some of the projects have been stopped because of funds. So we are always trying that those contractors will follow up and make sure that if they receive any payment, they will come back on site and then come and continue whatever they have left to finish some of the roads that they are constructing.
Okay, so let's narrow the discussion down to your electoral area, the Kwabenya electoral area. What are the challenges within the electoral area, and what are some of the things that you were not able to complete in your first term that you are making efforts to complete in the second term?
Yeah, one of the major things I personally that I cannot say I'm spearheaded is the road, but I need to also lobby. So we are on discussion to the assembly and see how best they can also lobby for us, so that some of the major roads that we think is not good, they will do it. So in my first term, we are looking about that project, the road networks. So this time too, I'm still lobbying for the road networks and see how bad they will come to our aid. And secondly, I was also wanted to, in Kwabenya we run shifts, our school, the government school, we run shifts. So they started some project over there which was not completed, so that we can change the shift system, which I'm also talking to the MCE and see how best we can come and complete those projects so that we can stop the shift system in Kwabenya cluster of school.
Is it the entire school that is running shift?
Yes. We have 3 sessions. We have school 1, school 3. So they are running shift. It's only, I think, only 2 sessions are running the shift system. Only 1 is not running the shift system.
And the major problem is infrastructure.
Yes, infrastructure.
So how are you working so fast to mitigate this challenge? Because shift system is a major problem when it comes to our education system. Usually you see the school pupil in the morning, he tells you it's in the afternoon, you see in the afternoon he tells you. What measures are you putting in place to ensure that the project is finished on time?
Yeah, as all burden on funds. So once I've discussed that MC is looking at how best he can also come to assist us, whether common fund or any money from the IGF, that we can come and use some of them to start doing something. So she's working on it, or we are working on it.
Okay, so viewers, I just want to remind you that we are still discussing with the assembly member for the people of Kwabenya, Honorable Paul Brightminter, who also doubles as the presiding member for the Ghana East Assembly. We've been having some discussion about what he has been doing ever since he was elected into office as assembly member. Honorable, thank you very much. Many people will want to know the role of an assembly member. People hear, oh, he's the assemblyman for this area, he's the assemblyman for this area, but they don't really know what they do. Can you enlighten us more?
Okay, thank you very much. Yes, when you mention about assembly member, you are the representative for the people in the community or the people in the electoral area. So you are the intermediate between the community and the government. So really, you have to know the issues or the problems in the community. Then you also table it to the assembly or for address. So you are just intermediate between the community and the assembly member. The assembly in general.
Okay, so let's pick it from this angle. Is the role of an assembly member very difficult, and what makes it difficult, if it is?
Very, very difficult. Very, very difficult. Because the assembly member, you live in the community. So every issue, you're the first point of call. Even somebody bereaved, they will inform you. Adore, they will inform you. Any litigation in the community, anything, they will call you. So anytime you spend most of your time meeting people in your community. And then assembly member, we don't have a budget. That the assembly have this budget that's supposed to use to solve those problems. No, we don't have a budget. You only have to go and lobby, solve the issues. And you're able to lobby well, you're able to do well, they will assist you. Depending on the fund, that availability of the fund in the assembly, in the district or the municipal before they can assist you. So the job is very, very difficult, very difficult. And we have to maybe, the local government system is very good. But the way we are implementing it, we're having a lot of challenges.
Before we come to the challenges in the local government system, I just you made mention of investment of time and resources. You are not being paid. You don't receive funding from the assembly. So how are you able to fund projects in your electoral area?
Okay, some of the projects, when you lobby, they will come assist you. Some of the projects, personally, if you look at this, okay, let me also assist because I also live in the community. I remember there's a footbridge at one of my community from the grade school to the Godfest. I tabled this issue to the assembly for years or for months, and it's not forthcoming. So I realized that the people are keeping, so I have to first personally move to Moose to buy some wood, get some guys, carpenters that we have to fix that wooden bridge for them. No one, no two, it's about 3 of them. Which person I finally funded it. And I said, once you're living in the community, you know anything that you say, okay. And some of them, you look at people who are well to do in the community. You spoke to them and they will come, okay, if this project is very good, let me also assist you. So I remember I discussed this one of the bridge with the Street Sense, the CEO of the Street Sense. We met, so I will assist you. He also came in and assist to do one or two things. You understand? So some of them personally you do, others you also engage people who are well to do to assist. Then thirdly, you also go to assembly to lobby for it. So these are the three ways I personally am using to solve some of the problems or challenge some of the challenges in my community.
Okay, so before we come back to the challenges in the local government system, I just want to remind our viewers once again that we are still discussing with the assembly member for the people of Kwabenya and also the presiding member for the East Municipal Assembly. Honorable, so you in your discussion you were talking about, or you made mention of some of the challenges in the local government system. Can you enlighten us about the challenges you have discovered so far?
Okay, yeah, we're talking about governance.
Okay.
Yes, so anything you are doing, you should look at the sustainability of the things that you are giving to people. And secondly, whatever you wanted to do, you need to have engagement. For example, you are going to do maybe a road or maybe a school or maybe toilet facilities to anybody. You need to meet the community, have some kind of engagement. Let them also participate. Let them also bring their discussion, their viewpoint about whatever you want to do to them. But this is because of funds, we cannot even meet the community, find out what their needs are. At times, we're going to town hall meeting. They will come and say 1, 2 things. But those things can we stay for a year without implement that for the community work? You are then they will come and say we are doing this thing, we are doing this thing. Some of the projects also come from the region or the national. They won't even pass through the assembly for us to look at. Okay, they are giving this thing to you. So as assembly member, you need to follow up and see whether technically whatever they are doing is going to benefit the people, or whether they are doing based on the specification assigned to them. Whether you say that we are consulting this drainage, by the time they are finished, you go and ask is from the region, not even the engineer or the MC at the assembly is even aware. So if there's any shoddy work, you cannot even follow up. I have received countless of them here. And then these are some of the challenges. But at least if there's anything coming from the national or the region coming down to the first point is assembly member, because I'm the person they have to see, so that I can also interrogate few things, ask some few questions. So based on that, I also follow up. Anytime I assist in going there to see whatever they're doing, they amend the specifications. So these are some of the challenges we are facing.
So in your conclusion, you are trying to say that assembly members are not really regarded or recognized in the local government system. Is that what you are saying?
Yes, we are not being regarded at all. So apart from the people in the community who knows, apart from that, nothing else, they are not being regarded.
And how are you able to communicate to your people that this project 1, 2, 3, I am not even aware as an assembly member? How do your people see you? You are able to tell them that?
Oh yes, indeed, they have came to realize the reality. Okay. You understand? Because when you become an assembly the first time, you have a lot of engagement with your community. So one day they will call you, oh, assembly member, so they are consulting this thing here. Are you aware? As I'm not aware, let me come and look at it. Then I will go further. At times we will be the supervisor or the engineer over there. You ask, oh, we are from this place, come to do this job. I say, okay, at least I'm the first point of call. If they see you happy, you are going to call me. You have come to me for me to have with you, get to understand exactly what you are doing. But so that's what I'm saying. Having those challenges, it's been forthcoming.
So we are just about wrapping up the conversation with the assembly member for the people of Kwabenya and also the presiding member for the East Municipal Assembly. We'll be continuing the discussion, but for now, do wait. Are you worried about how to get to all the assemblies, contact of MMDCs or assembly members and other assembly officials, or lodging of complaints among others? Simply call the toll-free number on all networks and you'll be provided with excellent services. And hey, remember, it's a free call on all networks. You are welcome once again. Just before the break, I did indicate to you that we are having a one-on-one discussion with the assembly member for the people of Kwabenya electoral area and also the presiding member for the East Municipal Assembly, Honorable Paul Brightminter. Honorable, you are welcome once again. So just before the break, we discussed about some of the challenges in the local government system. Now you are in your second term. What are some of the things that you've put on the paper to ensure that these things are completed before my time or the second term is over?
Thank you very much. Yes, first of all, it's about the shifting system in the school. I'm trying to make sure before my term end, we are able to put up a facility or completed some of the school building, so school blocks, so that it will stop the shift system. That's one of my priority. And secondly, about the sanitation. I'm trying that we will put those formal and informal together to make sure that they work together hand in hand, so that it will solve the problem for us in terms of our sanitation.
How are you going to do that?
Yes, we have the formal sector who are not performing. So we are going to invite them to find out the reason why they are not performing, whether it's the equipment, whether it's so that we will advise them and see forward. If they're not able to do well, we just abrogate the contract, then give to another contractor. Then the informal center, that is the Aboboya, we also engage them, educate them, then give them the shadow so that they can also come around and pick the waste. And then talking about...
Do you have any timelines for these two?
Yes, not by the end of this year. Okay. By the end of this year, at least we are able to have the engagement with these two companies, the formal and informal center, in terms of our sanitation. Okay. And
about the school?
About the next year, we'll talk about the next year. The school will start by next year. Okay. Because we are getting to election. Okay. So this time, whatever you put on it will work. So let's finish the election, then we take it about the first quarter of next year, 2025. Yeah.
Aside that, do you have any other thing?
Yes, talking about the rules, that's more challenging. And the drainage system in some of the community. It's about all lobbying. So I also still talk to my MC and see how best he can also bring some lobby for some of us. Okay. Especially the per se, so that they can also solve some of the problem of our road networks. So these are the three major things. But meeting with the community, engagement with them, I also continue to do that. Because once I'm representing them, I don't have to step back. I have to meet them daily, every time. Any issue, attend their funerals, weddings, at least to create that kind of rapport that I'm still with them.
Okay, so my very last question. You've been talking more about the MC. I believe you've worked with her for some months now. What is the relationship like? Is she a problem solver? Is she someone who is going to help the municipality in terms of project and everything?
Thank you very much. She's just been for a few months now, and she's doing very great job. She's somebody who, anytime you have an issue, you approach her, she will receive you. And somebody who also have a focus that for his term, he'll make sure that things are work and things are done well. So most of the residents association is meeting them, picking their issues, and then try to find a way to solve them. She's somebody who's accommodating. She has a vision to make sure that this municipality will become one of the best municipalities in the whole Ghana. So I'm supporting her to make sure that she achieves that.
Thank you very much, Honorable. Nice. Okay, so viewers, this is where we wrap up on this discussion with the assembly member for the Kwabenya electoral area and also the presiding member for the East Municipal Assembly. My name is Emmanuel Frimpong. Thanks for watching.